Hi Virgo, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your February 2020 love reading. This reading is going to be for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising Mars and Venus. And if you are interested in a personal reading, Virgo, then all my information will be in the description box below. Also, I done a pick a card reading entitled Who is My Soulmate for 2020? And if you missed that, again, the link for that video will be in the description box below. Also, lastly, my sister Nikki K has a channel entitled Beyond Astro K. So if you are interested in astrology and want to learn a little bit more about astrology, please go and check out my sister's channel. Again, I will leave the link in the description box below. Please like, share and subscribe also. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get cracking on with your reading and let's see what is in store for you for February 2020. Okay, so let's take a look in the past for you, Virgo. All right, so we have two cards here. We have the Two of Swords and we have the Four of Swords. So for some of you, you could be a Virgo Libra cusp, and for others of you, you could be dealing with a Libra, okay? I feel like in the past, there was some sort of indecision. There was some sort of choice that you felt that you couldn't quite make. This could have been about getting into a relationship, maybe with a Libra individual for some of you. But there was something that you couldn't quite put your finger on for some of you. And for others of you, I feel like you shut your heart off from an individual. Some of you were closed off from love with the Two of Swords. See, she's crossing her heart. Sorry, I done that very quickly, didn't I? She's crossing her heart there. Yeah, so I feel like in the past, there's two groups of you I'm connecting with now. There's a group of you that wasn't sure if you wanted to be with somebody, right? And for others of you, you may have been single and you may have wanted love, but your heart was so closed down that you didn't know how to open your heart to anyone because of fear of getting hurt. Some of you were connected with someone that you had a lot of feelings for, but you were not willing to connect with your emotions because you felt like, again, that this person may hurt you if they knew how much you cared for them. And it's almost like you disconnected from your emotions. But at the same time, you were still present when you were with this person, but you may not have expressed in, you may have expressed in actions about how much you cared for them, but you may not have said to them, I love you, or I have a lot of feelings for you, because you kept them at a distance. There was some sort of barrier that was up. And I feel strongly for some of you, you even, disconnected from your own emotions. You didn't even admit your own feelings that you had for this person. There was a fear of being in love, a fear of this person knowing that you loved them or liked them a lot. But at the same time, you wanted to be connected to this person. For others of you, I get a sense that you wanted to be in a connection. You wanted to be or meet someone, but you were just so closed down. Your heart was so closed down that you felt unable to connect. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords in the reverse, right? The Four of Swords speaks about solitude, peace, meditation. And I feel like the situation may have made you feel there was a lot of anxiety attached to this relationship, this connection, right? There was anxiety of being single. There was anxiety of being with someone that you felt you couldn't express your emotions to. I don't feel like you communicated your emotions a lot to this person, or it could be vice versa. Maybe this person was in this energy that I'm discussing now. Maybe this person was closed off, right? Their heart was shut off, shut down. They kept you at a distance, which made you feel uneasy, anxious, having sleepless nights, not being able to relax whilst in that connection. Some of you felt as though you weren't able to relax due to the fact that you were single. How can I connect with others? I want to connect with others. I want to be in a relationship. I feel like I'm in solitude. And on one hand, some of you may have wanted to be in solitude, but on another hand, it's like, I want to connect with other people. I want a relationship. So it was a conflict of choices here, I feel. Indecision. Shall I be in a partnership or shan't I? Because am I even ready to be in a partnership, although I feel lonely? Is what I'm getting here. And for some of you, if you were in a connection with someone, it's like, do I show them how much I care for them, or do I keep them at a distance? But this may have kept you up at night, Virgo. Some of you may have felt that there would be a loss of independence if you got in a connection with someone. Some of you may have felt like a situation didn't have longevity, so you were going to play it safe. You weren't going to express how you feel for this person. You weren't going to make plans. But I'm getting a sense here that something was built on faulty ground. Maybe you wasn't being honest about your feelings to this person, or this person wasn't being honest about their feelings to you, because there was a lot of feelings here. But due to fear, and maybe due to feeling as though you will lose some sort of independence if getting into a connection with this person, kept you from expressing how you really feel, because there's an energy here of confusion, a lot of confusion. Keeping someone at a distance, or someone keeping you at a distance, but not being content with that. You wasn't at peace with that, is what I'm seeing here. All right. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at what's happening now. Okay. So we have the Hermit card. It makes sense. It makes sense. This is your energy. But with the Hermit card, I feel like you are probably now in solitude. Okay. Some of you, I feel, you're single. And some of you are single by choice, and some of you, you're not single by choice. There's a fear here. But some of you feel like, some of you may have ended a connection with someone because you may have felt that you weren't ready yet. Or someone may have ended a connection with you because they felt that they weren't ready yet. Or they felt you weren't ready yet, right? And for some of you, you may feel like you needed this time out. You need this time out to figure out what exactly you actually want. Some of you are soul searching. For others of you, you are actually in a connection. But again, it's coming up for me. There's a energy here of confusion. There's the energy here of, do I get into this relationship or do I stay single? Some of you are actually still in this connection with this person. Could be dealing with a Libra or a Pisces, your opposing sign. And you do yearn for that 10 of Cups life. We got the 10 of Cups here. You do yearn for that. But at the same time, there's something around wanting to be by yourself. Some of you could be in a relationship with someone and you may feel content with them, with the 10 of Cups and the Hermit. But you may be feeling isolated whilst in this relationship. You could be in a marriage now. Some of you could have had some sort of decision to make if you are in a marriage. Speaking to 3 different groups of you here. Should I stay in this marriage or shall I leave? Or there was something around your partner's behavior that was making you question them. That was making you question their truth, their worth, right? Which kept you up at night, which made you feel that you had some sort of anxiety. You may have felt that as though your partner wasn't being true to you. You may have felt as though your partner was, for some of you, hiding something from you because you wasn't comfortable in this relationship with these cards here. And now, for some of you that are married or in a long-term relationship with this individual, could be a Pisces, you feel alone even though you're in this relationship. You may have children with this person. You're feeling alone. You know that saying where, you must have heard that saying where people say, even though I'm in a crowded room, I still feel alone. I feel some of you feel that way. You got that family life, but you still feel isolated. Or some of you could be isolating yourself because there's something that may be coming to an end, or you're feeling as though you want to isolate yourself, or you want to go it alone, or you don't want to be in this relationship. Someone is, I feel, may have offered you this 10 of cups life, right? Could be a Pisces or someone with a Venus in Pisces, but you're feeling like, I want to be alone. I don't want to be in a relationship. No, I still need to do soul searching. It's what I'm getting here. I'm focusing on the 10, take away the 0 is 1. You want to be alone, number 1. You want to focus on number 1. You don't want to share yourself. Is that's what I'm getting for you, Virgo? There's the energy of hibernation. Some of you could be spending time with friends and family, and you could still have that feeling of wanting to be alone. And you could be going through some sort of, for some of you, some Saturn return, or for others of you, you could be going through a spiritual awakening. And you may be in a marriage or a relationship, and you may be coming to terms with the fact that maybe this is not what I wanted after all. It's some sort of aha moment. Maybe this is not what I wanted after all with this specific person. Maybe I can't have this 10 of cups with this person. Maybe I need to be single for now. So being surrounded by love and happiness and family, but shunning it and not wanting it. Let's see what else we've got for you, Virgo. Okay, so what's your focus? We have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Empress. Very powerful cards here. Some of you could be connecting with a Libra again, or an Aquarius, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus, or a Taurus. Some of your focus is on separating from your spouse. Okay? But some of you may feel like you can't because you have children with this person, or you're pregnant at the moment. But some of you want to cut off someone, is what I'm seeing here. Okay? For others of you, there's two things that's come to mind. You may feel like your partner is keeping something from you. You may feel like there's another woman, okay? And you're focused on that. You're fixated on that. You may feel like your partner has someone else, right? It's not just you. For some of you, this is one of the reasons why you're being quite detached and isolated from your partner. And you're really trying to dig into your intuition. Is it true? Are they doing this to me, right? Hermit. So you may still be in that family environment, but you may choose to isolate yourself. Excuse me, whilst in isolation, because I don't feel like you're asking this person if they're doing A, B, or C, right? I feel like it's, you're trying to find out within yourself. Some of you could be playing detective. Some of you could actually be trying to find out this person's information online. There may have been stories about someone. I get a sense that some of you are trying to ask your intuition. You're not feeling the love from your partner, and that's you taking away your love, your warmth from your partner, isolating yourself. I also feel that your focus, some of you want to be single. That's for some of you, that first scenario. For others of you, there's an energy of you wanting to be single, you wanting to have some sort of divorce, some sort of separation, you wanting to take care of your kids alone, not wanting to be in this partnership alone. For some of you, there's a situation around pregnancy and marriage, could be marriage. You don't want to settle down. You don't want to have any children, is what I'm getting here. Your partner may want children, and this could be one of the reasons why you're shutting yourself off from your partner. Could be your husband, your wife, could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but your focus is not on children. Your focus is not on marriage. Your focus is on maybe your creativity, maybe working, not children, is what I'm getting. And for some of you, like I said, you're in a connection with someone and they could have brung up, okay, so when are we moving in, or when are we going to start trying for kids? And you don't want that. And I feel like you haven't expressed this to this person. A, because you don't want to hurt them, and B, because you may not feel in the now that you are on the same path. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, hold on a minute, I made the wrong decision, I made the wrong choice. I don't actually want to be in a long-term relationship. I actually want to travel the world, or I actually want to live alone. You know, it's almost like a change of mind that, you know, you're going through. For some of you, you're thinking to yourself that you and your children won't, sorry, you and your partner won't have children. There's something around having a child, and your focus is on feeling like things won't go to plan, or, you know, and also for some of you, you're very focused on another lady. Could be a Taurus, or if you're a male listening to this, another man. Could be a Taurus, could be an Aquarius, but I feel like your focus is on someone else. Your focus could be on the fact that you may feel like your partner is interested in someone else, spending time with someone else. But there is an energy here of you wanting to cut someone off. And you wanted to be detached, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so let's take a look at your advice and what will happen for you in the month of February 2020. Okay, so we've got the Six of Pentacles. I'm feeling a very rigid energy, Virgo, right? So this is your energy again. This is the Six of Pentacles. So your advice is to be open, is to serve, is to give, is to be loving, is to be charitable, is what I'm getting. Is to be in the energy of the Virgo that you are. And you're probably feeling like, I am being in the energy of Virgo because I want to isolate myself. I want to be in hermit mode. I get that. But, you know, although Virgos are known as, they are the hermit, they do have other aspects to them, such as being, you know, of service to others, of service to themselves, right? For some of you, you're in a relationship or a connection whereby you feel, this is something around a baby or a child, right? There's something around a child here. Something around a child here. Some of you don't want to have children. Some of you are, if I'm connecting to a male, some of you have not seen your child. Some of you split up with your partner because you may not have wanted to be with them anymore. And you may not have seen your child in a long time. And some of you, your focus, especially if I'm connecting to a male, your focus is on seeing your child, right? But you feel like your ex-spouse or your ex-girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, could be a boyfriend, is being vindictive, is what I'm trying to get at. This person's being vindictive. This person has cut you off and they're not allowing you to see their child, or they could be pregnant for you and they're refusing to see you during this pregnancy, right? Maybe because you didn't want the same things that they wanted. For others of you, I feel a sense of, you may feel like your partner is seeing someone and creating something with someone else, or your partner's got someone else pregnant. For some of you, for others of you, you don't want children. You don't want to be in this relationship anymore, right? But this is saying to be very open, be very kind, be very nurturing, be very giving, be very charitable, also to yourself, right? Not to forget about yourself. For some of you, there's something around a child and money. So maybe this person has stopped you from seeing your children because they felt as though you wasn't giving enough money, is what I'm getting. You wasn't being charitable enough. So this is saying to maybe be a bit more charitable, to be a bit more open, be a bit more giving, be a bit more kinder, is what I'm seeing here. For others of you, if that's not resonating, I feel a sense of, this is to be more focused on your children and yourself. You know, maybe this person that you was with, they may not want the same things as you. You may be in separation now. Someone may have left the home. I haven't got the Tower card, but I'm saying someone may have left the home. Be more open to the fact that this person will try and pay their way. You know, because there's an energy here of someone not seeing someone for a parent for a long time, right? But there's an energy of someone wanting to provide or wanting to show that, look, I can take care of you, or I am trying, I can be a good father, I can be a good mother, is what I'm seeing here. So this is to say to be more charitable and be more open, right? Let's see what else we have. Okay, so we've got the Judgment card. Very powerful. Okay. Advice for Virgo with the Judgment card. Some of you have been judgmental about an individual, maybe your ex-partner, or maybe, you know, for some of you, it's a fear. There's a fear here with the Two of Swords. There's a fear. There's a fear that you're feeling that your partner has someone else. Your partner could be seeing someone, and it could just be a fear. So you could be quite detached from your partner. No, don't touch me. No, I don't want to have dinner with you tonight when the children are sleeping. No, I don't want to watch Netflix and chill with you. I don't want to play chess with you. Right? There's something around that energy there, right? Because you're feeling that your partner's giving their attention to someone else when it could be a fear, right? Maybe your partner's overworked for some of you and they've been quite distant. And this is saying, if that is the case, to allow your partner to offer their emotions to you. Give them a chance is what I'm trying to say. Because something is going to come full circle here. There's going to be some sort of revelation. There's going to be some sort of revelation here. Some sort of scales of karma is going to be balanced. Is what I'm seeing here. And with the Judgment card, Virgo, I feel like for some of you, you've got something around not wanting to have children because you may feel and fear that you're not going to get it right. Some of you are pregnant at the moment, but there's a fear of some of you don't want children and your partner may want that 10 of Cups life, right? And you're too scared to tell them that I don't actually want that. I don't want to have children at all, actually. So you may have a Virgo moon, right? But for others of you, I get a sense of you may be pregnant now and there's a fear of how will I be as a mother, or your partner may be pregnant. How will I be as a father? But this is saying that to me, you're going to be a great parent, right? And also you may not just have the one child, you may have twins or you may have many. And this is also saying there's a fear for some of you that you feel like you may not be able to get pregnant, but I feel like you will get pregnant with the Six of Pentacles, right? That's just a message that came to me, especially with the Judgment card. There's going to be some sort of revelation. You may find out that you're pregnant this month. Also, I'm getting a sense that there's going to be some sort of truth that is told, some sort of sign that you're going to see. You know, if you were feeling that your partner or your ex-partner that you're separated from wasn't stepping up to the plate, I feel like they may have learnt their lesson. They've gone through their transformation. They will have gone through some sort of karmatic experience to allow that will have forced them to now step up to the plate, to be the parent that you wanted them to be. This is what I feel and see will happen in the month of February, but also for you to allow this process to take place, as well as to trust that you will do the best that you can do as a parent. Don't put too much, pressure on yourself. We wasn't given a manual whenever we have children, right? We just have to go with what's in our heart. And you're going to be guided through this process as well. To trust yourself, trust your intuitions, look out for the signs. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We have rejection. Okay, with the rejection card, I feel like, again, some of you feel like your partner's rejecting you, or the person that you're in connection with is rejecting you. But I feel like, and some of you may feel like your person doesn't want the same things as you to settle down, or you may have felt that the person you're separated from has been rejecting you and your family. Is what I'm seeing here. And this, the rejection card with the judgment card, because you could be judging this person, is saying not to judge this person because there could be more that's going on than meets the eye, right? And this person may want to come back in and be that parent that you wanted them to be. But we will look into the book and find out some more in depth of what this rejection card entails. With the Chakra Wisdom Oracle Guidebook. Okay. Rejection. And maybe you could be rejecting your partner. Okay, this is what I'm picking up. Because remember, with the Two of Swords, someone's crossing their heart. Some of you may be shunning your partner, pushing them away because you don't want what they want. Okay, and it could be a fear in you. There's a fear of maybe I might not be a good parent. I'm not ready yet for marriage. I'm not ready yet for kids, because there's a fear in you and you're almost repelled by the fact that your partner wants this, right? Rejection. This may have something to do with your own childhood. Maybe when you were growing up, Virgo, you felt as though, it's a conflict. I definitely feel there's a conflict of, should I do this or not? Should I have children or not? Should I settle down or not? But this is tied to a mother for some of you, right? This is tied to a mother. Maybe when you were growing up, you may have felt that you weren't receiving the attention and love that your mother gave to you. And you may feel like you will repeat the same pattern when you have your own children, or you find it hard to gain closeness with others because your mother was so detached from you, right? And you fear that you will repeat that pattern. But this is saying, because with the judgment card is my karmatic card, right? And I'm focusing on the scales here. But this is saying that cycle may have been closed out. You may feel like you're in some sort of generational curse. But this is saying that you can make that change. You can make that change to be different. And if you were to go forward with maybe being a parent or being in a connection or being in a long-term relationship, you would have solved the karma from the past. Just because things may not have worked out with your parents, or just because your parents treated you, specifically a mother or your father, you could have had an absent father, which is making you feel as though you are unsure as to how to be a parent, or unsure as to whether or not you want to have children, because what if I don't get it right? This is saying that no, you will get it right. You'll make an amazing parent, right? And it's not just about money, it's about time. And not to reject your partner because they may want these things. And to be open and honest. And to be kind. Even if you feel like a cycle is closed, you no longer want to be in this relationship anymore, still be loving and kind in the ways. I mean, there's no way about it. If you're telling someone that you don't want to be with them anymore, it's going to hurt, right? But still be present if you got children with this person, right? Because I do feel like for some of you, especially if you're a male, your ex has maybe stopped you from seeing your children because they feel as though, for some of you, it's because you don't want the things that they want. For others of you, they feel as though you're not being the parent that they want you to be, right? But this is saying to not focus on the fact that you're being closed out. If you get that opportunity to present yourself in the best possible light, because by doing that, you could actually close a cycle, end the cycle of negativity and rejection. Let's see what else this rejection card says. I hope I'm making sense to you guys, because these messages are just coming through and I didn't expect the reading to be going this way, but it is. I have to follow, what's being told to me. Okay, so let's see. Rejection. Ivory Tower. The artist is summoned for jury duty, but they won't use him. He doesn't fit their concept of what a juror should be. He paints pictures no one understands. He lives alone. They want somebody who will put himself in the other guy's place, but he will never do that. He doesn't get mixed up with anything or anyone. They honor his individuality when they invite him, yet when he appears, they reject it by not using him. Inspiration. You don't have to be on the inside track. Be true to yourself and you will not be unhappy. Rejection is spirit's protection, okay? Personal inquiry. Am I working with or against my environment? What is the purpose of my present solitude? My present solitude. You have to really ask yourself, what is, especially if I'm connecting with a male, what is the purpose of my present solitude? So if you have been estranged from your family, this is a time to soul search. Why have I been estranged from my family? What could I have done better? What could they have done better? How can we resolve this? How can we move forward with this? How can I be more open? Some of you haven't been open. You haven't been, and this could all be tying into the same story. Maybe you haven't been open. Your partner suspected that you were cheating and you wasn't. And then they asked you to leave the home for some of you. This is saying to come in being more open, being more loving, being more generous with your emotions, right? Others' approval, unsupportive environment, working alone, arrival of a teacher. Keywords: protection, exclusion, development. So during this rejection, as you may perceive it, Virgo, this is a time for self-reflection. This is a time for really digging deep and, being truthful with what you want to say, because there's an energy here of you having to speak your truth. You may just decide that, look, this is not what I want. Or, I realized during my time away from you all that I need to try better. I need to try harder. I'm going to do better. Or I think that what you did was wrong and I think that we could have corrected things in this way, okay? And there's an energy of some sort of transformation and development as well, right? So let's take a look at this card. It says recovery. So you will recover from this, Virgo, because there's definitely a sense of being separated from a family member, being separated from, and I say family member, I mean your wife, your husband, or your partner. There's some sort of separation here, both not on the same page, or someone's feeling like the other person's shutting them out, or feeling like someone is seeing someone else, is what I'm getting here. You may have left because you may feel like your partner's seeing someone else yourself, but this is going to be a time of reflection on your actions, their actions, and speaking your truth, and a time of recovery during the separation, right? So let's take a look at the recovery card. Okay, I just saw it. The lilac key. Pain from our past unlocks the door of understanding. Greta waits to find painful childhood memories all around her room. In the distance appears a huge wooden door with the light streaming through the keyhole. As Greta tries to gather up her painful memories, they melt and form the great lilac key. She places the key in the lock and a wave of fear engulfs her. The door opens and the pain and fear resides. Clarity comes. Survival is no longer enough. Inspiration. Once the key has been used to open a door, you will have a new way of living. One without keys where you are heading. There are no locks. Personal inquiry. Is it time to recover a part of me that has been dormant? Am I ready to live in an inspired future? Key ideas. Facing fears, wounding is strength. Courage to face pain, awakening greatness. So there is a time of healing from this situation and speaking one's truth, as mentioned before. Keywords: genuineness, regeneration, understanding, regeneration. Pluto. This is my Pluto card, right? And Pluto, the planet Pluto, is all about regeneration, unearthing the old and bringing it into the new, right? Transformation also. So this is a time for you to really transform during your solitude, during your recovery, or even transform this situation that you have with this person, transform your way of being, transform your way of perceiving something. Just because you had a specific childhood doesn't mean you're going to be, doesn't mean you have to carry those wounds into your adulthood. Doesn't mean you have to block others out when, they want to gain closeness with you. And, you may feel to yourself like, how do I do that? I do want to be close to this person, but I just don't know how to. You can learn to allow others to be close to you, maybe even by going to see a counselor, by speaking about your past. A psychodynamic counselor, they're amazing, right? They dig into your past to reveal to you, and you will come to the understanding as to why you are the way you are now. And I get a sense that for some of you, you are in a relationship with someone, 4 groups I'm speaking to, right? And you want that closeness with them. You want to create and share with them, but you don't know how to. And this is inflicting on your relationship with this person. This person may have left without the knowledge that you do actually care about them. But through this separation, I definitely feel that it's a time for you to heal. And I also feel that it's a time for you to be more open and giving and loving, right? There's definitely going to be a transformation right here, okay? I'm speaking to 4 different groups of you because we had 4 different storylines right there. Okay, so let's take a look at what's the outcome for you for the month of February 2020. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups and we have the Lovers card. So these are very beautiful cards, right? You could be connecting with a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Pisces, your opposing sign, right? Yep, Pisces. And I feel like for some of you, you may have a child this month, or you may find out that you're pregnant this month. Okay? But to me, this is speaking of a birth of something new. For some of you, I also feel like you've been shutting your heart off. There's a yearning to connect with others. There's a yearning to be in a full-time commitment with someone and to possibly settle down, right? Because in the now, for some of you, I feel like you may feel like that dream is too far away. Oh, I wish I could, be in a relationship with someone, but it's never going to happen for me. For those of you that are feeling that way, this is confirmation that that's not the case. You are going to connect with someone new. You may connect with a Pisces individual or a Gemini, right? There's going to be a new relationship that you will stumble upon. You're going to stumble upon this person, I should say. And this person, I feel, will be they may be younger than you, highly intelligent, highly romantic, a bit naive in a way, in a sense of they will have this childlike energy about them. But they will want to offer you their cup of love. And they will want to open up your heart because because they will be Pisceans, right? Most of them will be Pisceans or Geminis. So this person's going to be able to work you out and understand why you have your walls up. But they will want to break down your walls. And there's going to be an intense connection and attraction that you have for each other. But this person's not just going to want you for your body, Virgo. This person's going to want you for your mind and your heart. Because they know that this is not really you, okay? You may know this person already, and this person's not going to give up on you. But I feel like some of you have not met this person yet, and you have yet to meet them. And you may meet them through family, through friends, through someone at work. But I get a sense of this person's going to shock you in a way whereby you will be speaking about your emotions and your feelings. With the Lovers card, I feel that for some of you, this is reconciliation. For me, for others of you, definite reconciliation in a sense of you would have done some sort of work, spent time apart. And there's also an energy of still being apart, but wanting to create something new with an existing partner. Still being attracted to your partner still being attracted to you. There's a new energy here in terms of if you're in an existing relationship and you was in separation. Because there was a fear of, does my partner still find me attractive? Yes, they still do. And they would want to ignite something new with you. And that may come after you have this conversation with them, or they have this conversation with you. They may even say to you, look, I feel like you're isolating me, like you're distancing yourself from me. For others of you, I feel like a child will bring you closer. And I'm not to say that children bring you closer, because, you know, having a child doesn't save a relationship, but I feel like maybe a birth of a child, or you could be pregnant now, it's going to bring you and your person much closer. And you may have feared that this person doesn't find you attractive anymore, or you may feel like your partner doesn't find you attractive anymore now that they're pregnant, if I'm speaking to a male. But that connection, that attractive, you know, they still find you attractive. There's still an attraction there, but there's more important things that needs to be discussed. The state of affairs of your relationship, moving forward with your relationship. How are we going to be as parents in this relationship? Okay, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to look at how your person feels about you, Virgo, and how will they feel about you in the month of February 2020. How will Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus's person feel about them in the month of February 2020? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus's person. Thoughts and feelings about Virgo in the month of February 2020, please. A lot of cards. Wow, we have the Judgment card again. Okay, we've got another page, and we've got the King of Wands. Okay, so how will your person feel about you in the month of February? Your person definitely feels that something needs to transform. And I'm seeing a child again, and pages are children. They're young, they're naive, right? There's something around children here. There's something around wanting to have children here, or fear around how would I be as a parent, as discussed before. But with the Judgment card, Virgo, I feel like your person feels that there's something that needs to transform within you. Maybe a way of being, maybe they may want you to see their point of view. Maybe they've been trying to convince you that, no, look, we can do this. Don't worry about this. I've got you. I'm not going anywhere, right? But there's a huge emphasis of them feeling like things can't remain like this. We both have to change. I've done wrong. You've done wrong, right? I also feel like if you are single, your person will feel as though you may need to release the past. You may need to release a way of being. You may need to release the past in a sense of, and may even need to seek therapy for some of you, because whoever you're going to be connecting with, they are going to have deep, intense feelings for you. They will have love for you, but at the same time, they realize that, because you could be connecting with a Gemini or someone with a Mercury in Gemini, and they'll be very observant, and they'll observe your way and your love language as well. You could have a Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius or something. But this person will feel like in order for us to thrive, there needs to be a change. You need to release old patterns of feeling as though you are not worthy of love, right? This person will want to transform your way of thinking, and for you to release being detached from love, shutting yourself off, shutting your heart off, right? Page of Rods. What will this person feel and think about you in the month of February with the Page of Rods? This person will want to ignite some sort of passion within you, is what I'm seeing here. They will want to communicate. This person may be very outspoken as well, so their intentions will be to communicate with you. They will feel that you need to express yourself. You need to be more in the energies of the Page of Rods, where, the Page of Rods is a fire sign, it's the Aries, so they may want you to be assertive in how you think things should be moving forward. They may want you to take the lead as well. They will think that you need to take the lead. They will think that you should take the lead in terms of, having a transformation. Yes, they can give you advice, but at the same time, they will feel like you need to take the action now, because remember, Page of Rods is Aries. Aries is a very action-oriented sign, so they will want you to take some sort of action in making that change. King of Rods could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Leo, right? Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. This person will want you to be direct. This person will want you to be focused on a change of your affairs with them, right? Some of you may be having an affair that this came up, but a change on your connection with them. They don't want to stay in the old, right? This person feels very You know, it's to them, it's more than just how they view you physically. They find you extremely attractive. They're very sexually attracted to you as well. But they feel like this situation needs to evolve now. And they will want you to take action. They will want you to be more passionate. They will want you to be more assertive in how you feel about them. They don't want you to hold back. They will also feel like you are very, they find that dominance sexy, and they fear it at the same time, because there's the energy of them being on edge. What will you do next? What would you do next? So even though you may be a female listening to this, you could be in your masculine energies, leaning more on your masculine energies as opposed to your feminine energy, right? And they may feel like you're very powerful, and they're attracted to this, but at the same time they may feel like something needs to transform. You don't need to be so defensive. You don't need to think I'm going to hurt you, right? So they may feel like you're being quite defensive, and you may need to transform and express yourself. Let's see what else we've got. Also, what I'm getting is that your person, it will feel like you have two sides to you as well. You have that sweet and innocent side and that rough and ready side, which they like. And they may want to find a balance with that, as opposed to you leaning more on your dominant side, is what I'm getting. Let's see. What is this person's actions for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus, please, in the month of February 2020? What is Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus, this person's actions going to be towards Virgo in the month of February 2020, please? Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So we have the World card. Could be connected with a Sagittarius right here. Okay. For some of you, this person may feel like their actions may be to, for some of you, you could be connected with a Taurus, a Leo, or a Gemini, right? This person's action is to give you your space. For some of you, this person's action is to close the chapter. I feel like with the World card, it's the end. It's, for some of you, I feel like, to me, it's not really saying it's the end of an old way of being, because we've got the cards, which is the Page of Cups. Page speaks of new beginnings, right? Especially cups, new love. So for some of you, I feel like your person wants you to close a chapter. Their intention is to close a chapter of how you used to be, right? Especially if you're connecting with someone new. They don't want you to look back in your past. They want you to, acknowledge the past, but at the same time, release the past and move forward with them. You could meet a Leo this month, or a Sagittarius, is what I'm getting here, or an Aries. You may have been in a connection with a Taurus or a Gemini, right? But this is saying to me that your person does not want you to hold on to your past no longer, and to see that it's time to step into something new. We have the Death card, could be connected with a Scorpio. So your person wants to end a way of being. Okay, so we have the Judgment card, we have the Death card. So there has to be an end to something, an end to all way of being. Even if you are in separation with this person now, this person doesn't want to go through that old cycle with you again. It's almost like, I put my hands up. I know I did wrong, but we both did wrong in this, as I mentioned before. I remember saying that before. We both did wrong in this, but we have to change things now. We can't keep blaming each other. We have to change things now, and we have to move forward. We got to put an end to the old way of being and start something new. Page of Cups. We have to transform this relationship and get rid of the old and transform it into something new. There's definitely going to be a new connection that you are going to encounter this month. We've got 2 Pages of Cups. And this person's intention is to offer you something new. And if you're single, again, this person has maybe ended something with someone else and they want to offer you something new. You know, and if you're questioning, oh, you know, what if this person is seeing other people? They're single. They're single and they're ready for you. They will be ready for you, because there may be a fear of you may connect with them, and you may even, you know, you may connect with them and feel like they're still seeing an ex or they're still dating other people, but they are 100% single from what I'm seeing here, and they only have eyes for you. And for others of you, you know, you could have been in separation with your partner, or your partner may have been seeing other people, which you may have felt, hence why you may have told them to leave. That's ended also, and they want to offer you something new. But I feel strong energy around a child here. Okay, and I feel like there's going to be an ending of a way of being and stepping into a new way of being, possibly with a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Sagittarius. And, you know, your partner wants you to view them in a new light. They want a new beginning with you. And they want to transform how things used to be into something more authentic this time around. Okay? So that's what I got for you, Virgo. I was not expecting that, but, you know, tarot does its own thing. I hope the reading resonated with most of you, and I'll speak to you all soon. I'm going to be doing love messages for Valentine's Day for each and every sign, so please check that out. Take care of yourself. Have an amazing month. Peace out.